it's warmer up here than it is out there, isn't it? Where do you want to go?
Well, you've taken my place.
Oh, sorry, is that where you're going?
No,
yeah.
it's fine.
They're both too small for us.
I know.
Hi! Yeah, we
Hi.
came from Nottingham, so we get to do two. And also because Adam's directing the show that this is going to be from, so I think it's a bit of
naughty.
one of them. Anyway, we're
So
Sheep
now
Soup.
you all hate us. We're Sheep Soup. No.
We're Sheep Soup. It's our first signal. We're dead excited, but we've been before to watch, and it's been amazing so far. And then I'm sitting there going, we've got to do it. So we are. We make musicals in Nottingham, but we're connected to Leicester Curve. We're associate artists there after being breakthrough artists. I'm Nick. This is Rob. We write together. We write the songs together. But our book writer, Esther, wonderful Esther, is at the back somewhere. And our producer, Anya, is here too. And yeah, our sort of USP, I suppose, is that we try to create musicals with actor musos, so actor musicians on stage. There's no sort of separate band. There's no kind of spontaneous choreography that everybody knows. It's kind of naturalistic, even though we love those musicals. But it's kind of, we do. It's kind of naturalistic settings, so the music happens naturally in those places where they would. So we've set shows in recording studios, open mic nights, and we had a show set in an old lady's living room who used to be a Motown backing singer and now grows weed for her arthritis. That was one that we did. And they just sing her back catalogue of Motown songs that we made up, which was really fun. But our new show is about hoarding. Do you want to talk about that?
So, yes, our new show is about hoarding. And within the past 2 years, hoarding has been classified as a mental health illness in its own right. We like to do comedies, but we also like to balance it with research and make sure we sort of toe the line between being informative and being fun, and breaking some of the stereotypes around it as well at the same time. And so this is sort of a bit of a rule breaker for us, because in this show, we've decided to sort of tread the line between moments of naturalistic music and moments that are not so naturalistic, like this opening song. Because when we spoke to some people who work quite closely with hoarders, they talked about the objects in their house having feelings and not being able to really throw them away because they have a deep emotional connection to them. And so we thought the best way to do that was to give the objects voices. Not so much in our character's head, but more like in her heart, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is the opening song. It's called Ready for Anything. If you can use your imagination, imagine I'm a woman in her late 60s, early 70s, and please imagine at key points, Nick is a kettle, a chair, a light, and a mirror, for which he's going to give you his best accent work.
Just for like differentiation, yeah.
We finished writing these today. The band picked them up today on a jam. So, yeah.
That's great.
Have fun. Here we go. Let there be light. Show me the way. Let it be a bright new day in my precious little paradise. Welcome to the jumble, meet all of my friends, sparkling with wonder, we make do and we mend. Been far and wide, all over the globe, built my whole world into a treasure trove, not photogenic or particularly chic, and still not quite complete, but it's home. Over time, I've been feeling these things that I'm keeping have sentimental meaning, like they're speaking to me. No need to open that letter. Time for a tea when I hear that kettle sing. Yeah. Protection never look better. We won't worry what the future brings. We got it all. And we're ready for anything. Sit there in the caress of my chair.
Lay your troubles bare, your burden will share.
Now we're feeling prepared and we're ready for anything. Let there be light, help me see every possible opportunity. Cardi A
For a car boot.
Cardi B
For a skip trip.
C through G, fairly nondescript. Yeah, they're nice, but not quite. Yeah, there must be something that's right. Aha, my sweet salmon dress, that's an obvious yes. Swishes and swings, soft to the skin, and this color is in. I guess that's a win. I'm ready for anything. No need to open that letter. Time time for a tea when I hear that kettle sing.
Ready for anything.
Check my reflection, never looked better. We won't care what the future brings.
We got it all,
and we're ready for anything. A little TLC and it's spreading its wings. I'm the holy savior of neglected things. With a golden touch, I'll be sprucing you up with love enough to fill up every measuring cup.
We got oodles of the stuff,
and whatever else I bring has a place at my table and a song to sing. Yes, it's lonely to be solo, but when harmonies ring, we're ready for anything. All the time I've been feeling these things that I'm feeling have sentimental meaning, like they're speaking to me. I'm ready for anything. I'm ready for anything.
no need to open that letter. No need to open that letter.
We got oodles
No
of the stuff.
need to open that letter.
We're ready for anything.
Thank you. Did I miss a bit out?
Give it up for the band, everyone. They're so amazing. So Nell, our central character, is estranged a bit from her family, which happens a lot of time when people hoard. It sort of creates a bit of a divide. And the naturalistic music that comes into the show comes from her granddaughter, Molly, who sort of tries to bridge a gap and realizes that her grandmother has a sort of musical side to her and sort of presents her bedroom, loop pedally, guitar-y, singer-songwriter vibe to her grandma, and they sort of start creating music together. One of the big mistakes that people make when they're working with people who hoard or family members who hoard is that they have a tendency to just go in and just try and make them get rid of a load of things, which is quite difficult for them because so much of their emotional history and personality is invested in the objects that they hoard or collect. And this song is a song that is performed by Nell as after a big sort of bust up when, in an attempt to sort of declutter the house, it just gets too much. She's attempted to declutter her house many, many times and it's not worked. And she always ultimately ends up feeling left with the less positive emotions underneath it all. And so without being too expositional, this is called The Sad Things Win.
Yeah, we're going to leave you on a really positive one.
Yeah. But there's more music after the break.
We didn't get time to do this with the band, so they're just going to sit and listen, I guess, or play on the phones.
Yeah. Oh, also, just to say, so we finished writing it today, and Nick knows some bits and I know some bits, but imagine this is all one character.
Yeah. Sort of
I mean, he was a
our
couch
range.
5 minutes
Yeah.
ago, so this is less of a stretch.
I'm too weak. I'm making my excuses. Now you make yours and leave me alone. I'm better off solo. I don't need a chorus or your harmonies. I'm singing on my own.
So I'm not on your wavelength, and I can't keep your time, but at least give me some credit for giving it a try. You say I'm beyond saving, but if you want to give up on me, you'll have to get in line.
'Cause I've always had an evil twin playing on a tiny violin. And I'll forever hear her wailing in the wings. And the sad things win if you keep too much of anything. The sad songs begin, twisting every positive spin. You try to see a bright side and fight right through the pain, then suddenly you're buried in the shame. And the sad things win if you let them in.
Another flirt with impossible. Hoping this time would be different. Hoping this time the good thoughts come.
Till it's 3 years later, you're back where you started, square one. But it's always just a temporary fling that turns the winter into spring. And of all the lines I ever learned to sing, the sad ones win in almost any key you're in. The sad songs begin, and they're twisting every positive spin. You try to see a bright side and fight right through the pain, then suddenly you're buried in the shame. And the sad things win if you let them in.
If the woman in the mirror isn't even on my side, every promise that I gave feels like a bad taste punchline. The joke I never meant to make has become my daily life, and almost every time I give in, and the sad songs eventually win if you keep them in.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
That was really fun.
Thank you.